Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is just going to be just a get ready with me, not really going anywhere, but just decided to film a video because I have nothing else to do. So that's what we're gonna do. I was thinking of doing more of a like bronzy-glowy type of makeup. Since my last video was more of like a spring colorful look, I kind of wanted to do more of like almost like a summery look, but I don't know, I was just feeling those vibes. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to be notified every time I post a video, turn on those post notifications. Let's jump into this video. Okay, so I'm going to start off by priming, and I'm going to be using the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. I used this in my last video and I actually really liked it. This is what it looks like, just like a basic primer. No like special benefits or anything, just gonna get your skin ready for makeup products. No extra hydration, it's just basically gonna smooth out your skin and kind of have like an even texture base for all your products to lay down on. So forgot to put my hair up, so I'll do that in a second. Okay, so the primer's on. My skin feels really soft and smooth, so I really like that. I have oily skin, as I've mentioned in a lot of my videos. I normally go for more mattifying primer, but lately I have been having some like dryness right here on my chin and then on my forehead, so I've been kind of wanting to go more towards a primer that's not going to dry me out as much. So that's why I started using that primer and I really love it. For foundation today, I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, and I am in the shade F7. So I have been actually really liking this foundation. I don't know, it doesn't like sit really heavy. I like that the applicator is like that big dofa applicator, so you can just dot it wherever you want. It's super easy to build up. The coverage is pretty full with just one layer, and I really like that. I don't like it with a sponge. I don't like it with a brush. I love it with a sponge, and I've been really loving this e.l.f. sponge. I talked about this in my last video, and I have like a whole I think that e.l.f. video I did is when I tested this out. So how are you guys doing? I know we're all stuck at home and trying to like figure out our like new living situation. I know with like me, I'm in college, so all of my classes are online now, and I really don't mind that, but with like my major, I have a lot of like group work, and I find that it can be kind of frustrating having to do like projects with a group when you can't actually like meet with them and like talk and like, you know, like really be able to like see different things, and like, you know, it's just so much easier if you can just be there and do it all than trying to do it online. But like the coursework isn't that bad, but that's the only annoying thing. I'm also like really worried about like summer. I don't know if like this is gonna be still going on, because like I have to take summer classes, and I really don't want them to be like, hey, we're canceling our summer, guess you'll just have to take your classes over the fall, you know, like. Anyways, other than that, I'm good. I've just been trying to figure out my life, you know, like with working out. I've already said like I love going to the gym. That's like my me time. It's good for me to like go and like focus on something else, and I feel like that's really been like the struggle for me with this whole thing. I've been having to just figure out a way to make it work here. And I have been doing some home workouts, and let me tell you, I am sore. Like, I did a push workout and my triceps, I could not like move them. I was like literally like moving them, like my arm like this, because my triceps were so sore. So I mean, you can get a really effective home workout. There's a lot of pages that I follow, like Whitney Simmons, Nikki Blackheader, so many people. They post workouts every day on Instagram, you know, YouTube. It's all free, so there's no excuse. Anyway, we're gonna move on to concealer now, and I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. You already know. And I'm in the shade Light Sand. And I'm just going to apply this on my eye, one eye at a time, because this concealer dries so quickly, so you really have to work like as soon as you put it on. I do like this with a sponge. Obviously, when I do use a brush, I get a little bit more coverage, but that's just a sponge, you know, you just get, you thin out the product when you use a sponge compared to a brush. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations for videos. I would love to hear your thoughts, any like specific looks you want me to do. I've been trying to like kind of think of things that I can do. Today I was just kind of feeling doing like a bronzy glowy type of look. Not very springy, but it's kind of summery. I'm ready for summer. Just gonna do my chin, my nose, and my forehead to balance out the different colors on my face. I've already said like how I really like going a shade or so lighter with my concealer compared to my foundation, because I like the effect that it gives my face. I feel it looks a little bit more natural, and also you just look awake when you have a lighter under eye concealer. For powder, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild pressed powder in Warm Light. Love this powder. Just been so lazy with loose powder. Don't even want to deal with this. Oh my gosh, though, I remember when I bought this a while ago, I swore like just out of the blue one day I lost it. Find out like after I had just repurchased it, my mom stole it. Like, jeez. She's like, you gave it to me. I did not give that to you. I love that powder. Oh well, it's super inexpensive, but it's so good. I highly recommend it. I'm literally just setting my entire face, pressing the powder into the skin. Pressed powder is just so much easier to work with than a loose powder, because you just, you know, it's there. You just put your brush into it or your sponge and just apply it. But with like a loose powder, you have to dump it out, and then it gets everywhere. It's just a pain. So powder is on. I think I'm going to move on to my eyes now. Okay, so I just primed my eyes with my Smashbox Lid Primer in Light. And now I'm going to set that with just a like base color. And I'm going to be using this Morphe 25B Bronzed Mocha Palette. This is what it looks like. This is such a beautiful like fall palette, but since I wanted more of like a bronzy type look, I thought this palette would be perfect. That's what we're going to work with today. So I'm just gonna take some of these colors like in this top row and just apply them. Like I kind of just mix them together because they're pretty light. So I'm just going to apply this with this Sigma E60 large shader brush. Just setting that primer. Morphe has such amazing eyeshadows. All of their palettes are so good. Now I'm going to move on to my crease color. I think I'm going to take this like orangey shade. I'm going to put that into my crease as like my transition shade. And just going to buff it in, and I'm using Morphe M504 brush. This is a really good fluffy blending brush, very fluffy. You can see how big it is compared to my eye. Just buffing this kind of orangey, light orangey color into my crease. So we have that color in our crease. Now I'm going to take a more precise blending brush, and this is the Morphe M433 brush. I talked about this in my brush video. I love this blending brush, it's so good. And now I'm going to take this more darker brown, but it's not as dark as that shade, but I'm gonna take this and I'm going to blend this right below that color, and I'm going to also apply this all over my lid. So I'm just gonna start by buffing this right into the crease. I'm not like trying to be very precise with this color because I am going to put it all over my lid. Sorry, I'm like looking over here because my mirror's over here. Okay, so I have that color all over my lid and into my crease. I'm going to go back into that first shade we used. Just blend out those edges to make sure that is all nice and blended and that color is like still in my crease. Now I'm going to move on to my face. I know I kind of do my makeup in a weird order, but this is just how I do it. So I'm gonna move on to my bronzer now, and for bronzer, I'm gonna be using my Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega bronzer. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. I love this bronzer, and I'm gonna be taking my Real Techniques, I think this is the blush brush. I'm just going to dip into the product and just kind of doing these little circular motions, just blending out the bronzer. Now I'm going to contour my nose with that same bronzer. And take that powder brush and just kind of like blend out that nose contour a little bit, basically on this side. It's kind of got a little bit muddy. Now I'm going to blush, and I'm going to use this Burt's Bees blush in Toasted Cinnamon. Here it is right here. Super pretty, like a terracotta color, I think. Just going to use my Morphe E4 brush. Kind of making this like almost a monotone type of look with like the darker blush and bronzer. Now I'm going to take this Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in Bronze 02. I talked about this in one of my videos, I think. But I'm gonna take this. It's like a sheer glowy, it's like a highlight kind of. But I'm gonna take this and I'm going to sweep it right over that bronzer just to give a little bit of extra glow to my skin. Just a little bit, and I don't even use that much of it. My hair pretty much fell out, so that's great. Sorry about my hair. I know it looks ridiculous. Okay, now I'm going to do my brows. I'm just going to comb them through with this little Sephora tool here. For brows, I'm gonna be using my same products from L'Oreal, my Brow Stylist Shape and Fill Pencil, and we are just going to fill our brows in. Going to do my lashes, curling them with my e.l.f. eyelash curler. And I'm going to apply my Tarte Man-Eater mascara. Talked about this like 1,000,001 times. I love this mascara. I love this mascara. This mascara is so good. I need to get a full size. I feel like I could put 100 layers of mascara on with this and it always looks good. I'm going to highlight using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna use the Becca highlight in Prosecco Pop. Yeah, this is like the Jaclyn Hill like duo. This is her highlight that she came out with, but it's in like the duo packaging. But this is such a beautiful highlight. It's like a really nice, like intense gold color. Like it's, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And the blush is pretty too. I don't think they still sell the duo, but I think they still have at least her highlights. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. Because she had Champagne Pop was like her first one, and then she came out with Prosecco Pop, and I think I like Prosecco Pop a little bit better. It's more like that light gold, and Champagne Pop was more like peachy, not orange, but it's more peachy. I'm going to finish up my eyes, going back into the Morphe palette. I'm going to take that darker brown shade that we used, and I'm going to apply this with a pencil brush. This is the Morphe E36. I'm just going to take that brown color, and I'm going to smudge that right on my lower lash line. I'm gonna try and like connect it to the top. I like when like they connect like that. I feel like the top and bottom like connect. It looks so like flawless. And now I'm going to take the Morphe M506. It's a more like taller pencil brush. I'm gonna go back into that transition shade, this like more orangey one. Here's the other one we placed. We're gonna go into this one, and I'm just gonna blend that color out with that. So this is such an easy eye look. We only use 2 eyeshadows. I always like hate doing my under eye because I start to like, cry. I'm going to set my eyebrows using my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set, and both of the brow products I use are in the shade Blonde. Now I'm going to highlight using Prosecco Pop, and I'm just going to highlight right underneath my brow using my really small little brush. Okay, so I'm back. I just put mascara on my bottom lashes using that same mascara. Now I'm going to highlight my inner corner. And to do that, I'm going to take the Morphe palette again, and I'm going to use this like super darker gold right here. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it right in my inner corner. Bring like a really intense like pop of gold. Now I'm going to move on to my lips, and I figured I would do like a really light nude. So I'm gonna take my MAC lip pencil in Subculture, And I'm going to line my lips with this. It's like a really like natural color. And then I'm going to take my Buxom full-on lip cream in the shade White Russian. I use this all the time. I love this lip gloss. It's got like that menthol-y feeling, so it's like almost like a tingle. I wanted something kind of light. Okay, so that is it for this look. I am obsessed with how this turned out, and you can like easily like glam it up and add some more like darker shades to the outer corner. You can even add some like of like that gold shade I used in my inner corner. You can put that on the lid and make it more like sparkly. But I really wanted kind of like a bronzy eye, but like really simple. And I love the way this turned out. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other video suggestions for me to film, I would love to hear them. So please also leave those in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel if you like me or like any of my videos. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.